City employees may not have to live inside Springfield limits soon. Officials set to vote on an ordinance that will pause a live-in requirement. Supporters say this could help fill vacant city department positions. Our Carson Gordy has more on how the law works right now and why some are pushing for it to change.
It's a rule that's been in place. Newly hired City of Springfield employees must live within the city limits or would have a year to make the move. But the City Council introduced a new ordinance that would pause that requirement. Ward 10 Alderman Ralph Hanhire argues that this has handcuffed the city's ability to hire more workers.
Putting ourselves in a tough situation when people don't want to move from, somewhere outside the city into the city.
City of Springfield Human Resource Director Nikki Baker says that the city is looking to fill 21 jobs within the fire department and 34 other jobs throughout the city. Police officers are not required to live in Springfield because of their union contract. Since the requirements started in 2017 and a changing job market since COVID-19, Baker says the applicant pool has shrunk.
We were averaging twice the number of applicants per position hired than what we have in recent years.
Those who want to pause the live-in requirement say that lack of housing is a factor. According to Campo Realty, 192 homes are currently for sale in Sangamon County and 130 in Springfield. At the start of 2020, there were around 700 homes for sale per month in Sangamon County.
70% of U.S. homes are still under a 4% interest rate, so we're not seeing those home sellers move like they normally would because it's hard to go from a 4% interest rate to an 8% in the current market.
Those who want the live-in requirement to stay say that the pause could hurt the city's sales tax and property tax base. Ward 3 Alderman Roy Williams believes that the city can do a better job of hiring current residents to fill in those openings.
I do if they do a better job at advertising and taking the time to provide training programs and stuff.
Thank you, Carson. Now, officials have not provided a time frame of how long the pause would last if it were approved. The Springfield City Council is set to debate and vote on this ordinance this Tuesday. As we dive deeper into the fall and winter months, the City of Springfield is offering resources to those who may need to warm up. The Municipal Centers, Lincoln Library, Helping Hands, and Salvation Army's main campus are some of the places where people can get a break from the weather. The centers are open during normal business hours, with some being open overnight.
It becomes a public safety and a public health risk when you're outside in the cold. You lose your body heat from the extremities very quickly. So sometimes you just might need to come in and warm up your fingers or your toes or warm up your head.
The Office of Community Relations encourages residents to donate gently used coats, hats, scarves, and gloves to those warming centers. According to officials at the Illinois State Water Survey, most of October had above average temperatures. The preliminary statewide average was about 1.9 degrees above the 1991 to 2020 average, and most of the month was about 1 to 2 inches drier than normal until the last part of the month, which did raise rain totals above the normal.